presentation. My name is Gary.
And my name is Eric. We will be discussing gender and its influence on leadership. In larger companies, men were typically the ones in leadership positions. However, in the past few decades, women have been slowly making their entry into more and more leadership positions. With the increased amount of women in management positions, there is also an increase in the amount of stereotypes as well as the different leadership characteristics that attribute to the differences in the feminine and masculine styles. The first characteristic we would like to discuss is the difference in emotions between the masculine and feminine types of leadership.
Women have the stigma of being more emotional than men. The evidence does suggest women are more expressive than men, and women experience their emotions more intensely. Display more frequently expressions of both positive and negative emotions, except anger. Men also consistently report higher levels of powerful emotions like anger, and women report the opposite. They felt more powerless emotions like sadness and fear. Another study shows that people were faster at detecting angry expressions on male faces and happy expressions on female faces. Neutral faces in men were attributed to more as angry, and neutral faces in women were interpreted as happy.
Oh, hi Gary.
You're still working on that TPS report?
Yeah, I was trying to get the numbers to balance, and they just weren't coming around.
I can't use excuses. I really need this like yesterday.
I know. I'm sorry. I promise. I'm trying to do my best.
Well, we're gonna have to do better.
Eric, hi. I was meaning to ask you about the
You know,
TPS report that was due yesterday.
Oh, well, I got most of it done. There's a few more things I got to finish here. There's this case here is mainly where I'm having issues.
Okay. Do you need Ed to help you out with that, or are you going to be able to handle it?
I think I can do it. I just need a few more hours.
Okay. It was really important that it was due on time, but I think I can pull a few strings. Just have it done by the end of the day, please.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Keep working hard.
Okay. When it comes to making decisions, women ruminate more than men. Rumination refers to reflecting at length. Women spend much more time than men analyzing the past, present, and future. They are also more likely to overanalyze problems before making a decision and to rehash a decision once made. This may lead to a more thought-out decisions, but it can make problems harder to solve, increase regret over past decisions, and increase depression. The amount of rumination is dependent on age. Women in their middle 20s will ruminate a lot more than men will at that age, but the gap becomes much smaller once they get over the age of 65.
The problem appears to be unsolvable. Maybe we could run some computer simulations.
There are too many variables. It would take forever.
We've got to be missing something. Okay, let's start again. The movie is playing here at 7:20, here at 7:40, here at 8:10, and here at 8:45.
All right, these theaters have to be eliminated.
Why? They're state-of-the-art, digital projection, 20-channel surround sound.
Yes, but they have no icy machines. Despite my aggressive letter writing campaign, I might add.
What about the multiplex here? The seats are terrific.
They have Twizzlers instead of red vines. No amount of lumbar support can compensate for that.
Well, it's going to take at least an hour to eat, and I don't see a Sheldon-approved restaurant proximate to a Sheldon-approved theater.
We could eat after the movie.
Unacceptable. The delay would result in tomorrow morning's bowel movement occurring at work.
Hang on. There's a 7-Eleven here. We smuggle Slurpees, which are essentially ices, in under our coats after having a pleasant meal either here, or here.
Wow. I don't see how we missed that.
Excuse me, in what universe are Slurpees ices?
That's how we missed it.
Sheldon, would you be prepared on a non-presidential basis to create an emergency ad hoc Slurpee Icy equivalency?
Oh, Leonard, you know I can't do that.
Okay, I guess we only have one option.
Yep, I don't see any way around it.
Bye, Sheldon.
See ya.
Later, dude.
They're right, it was the only option.
Bullying. Men are more likely to engage in workplace bullying, and women are more likely to be the target. 60% of bullies are men, and 40% of bullies are women. The more women become managers, this will change. 58% of women are victims of bullying. However, when a woman is doing the bullying, 80% of the time it's another woman.
While men and women negotiate in the same way, however, men are able to negotiate better outcomes than women. Men and women place an unequal value on outcomes. Men prefer the prestige and money, while women prefer forming and maintaining an interpersonal relationship. The stereotype that women are nice and men are tough become a self-fulfilling prophecy. Women are penalized for violating a gender stereotype if they act tough. While when women negotiate nice, it reinforces and lets other people take advantage of the stereotype.
Mr. Foyle?
In the interest of putting this whole thing to rest, PG&E is willing to offer the Jensens $250,000 for their home.
$250,000?
In terms of land value out in Hinckley, Mr. Masery, we feel that's a more than fair price.
How about in terms of medical expenses? $250,000 isn't going to come close to what this family's going to have to spend on doctors.
I understand they've had a bad run of luck, health-wise, and they have my sympathies. But that's not PG&E's fault.
You're kidding, right? Look at these readings. PG&E's own technicians documented toxic levels of hexavalent chromium in those wells on numerous occasions. Everything the Jensens have had is proven reaction to exposure to hexavalent chromium. They have had
breast cysts, uterine cancer, Hodgkin's disease, immune deficiencies, asthma, chronic nosebleeds.
A million things could have caused those problems. Poor diet, bad genes, irresponsible lifestyle. Our offer is final, and it's more than fair.
Wait a minute. I thought we were negotiating here.
$250,000 is all I'm authorized to offer.
I'll present your offer to my clients. I doubt they'll accept.
Mr. Masery, before you go off on some crusade, you might want to remember who it is you're dealing with here. PG&E is a $28 billion corporation.
$28 billion? I didn't know it was that much. Wow! $28 billion! Holy cow.
Gender and stress. Working women tend to report more life stress than men. They think this might be due to the amount of work a woman may do in a dual-income family. If both spouses work the same number of hours, it is likely the wife's total load of paid and household family work is greater and more stressful.
What's up with the cap? She asked, knowing it's probably not good. It's Paris. She's having trouble remembering everyone's names, or as she puts it, she has more important things to do with her brain. Oh, geez. Plus, some of us have confused the issue by having the same first name, the 3 Johns, the 2 Marthas, so she's issued numbers. Oh, geez.
Martinette at 3 o'clock.
Nice job on the Beinecke map theft article number 17.
Thanks, Paris.
23 and 80. I need your stuff by 5. Ah, Rory. New system. Here's your number.
Paris, you know me. I don't need a number, and I'm the only Rory.
But you don't want me to play favorites, do you? We talked about this.
So we all have numbers?
Including me. I'm number 1. Don't need a cap for that. If they can't remember the number 1, they shouldn't be here.
Hey, can we talk in a little more private place?
Sure. If you're looking for 1 and 2, we'll be in the hallway.
Paris, the atmosphere here, it's getting a little toxic.
What?
Everyone here is very stressed. The grease board, the hats.
I haven't heard any complaints.
That's because people are afraid to approach you. You rewrite everything they do. You don't delegate.
That's not true.
Look, the staff and I had a little talk yesterday. It was very impromptu. I won't get into the hairy details, but it would really help if you could relieve some of the pressure here.
They think it's that bad?
You've taken away the magnets that indicate people are in the bathroom, so now they're afraid to go.
Well, they were going too much.
People are getting very nervous here.
Yeah, I see. I'll go talk to them. Thanks for bringing it to my attention.
You're welcome.
Where's 73 and 32? People, Rory Gilmore has just informed me of the meeting held behind my back concerning my stewardship of the paper.
Oh, Paris.
Am I tough? You're damn right I'm tough. You think it's going to be any easier entering the workforce with every newspaper in the country cutting back on staff? Also, any chance that you'd attempt the same sort of flaccid coup if I were a man? I think not. You're trying to Howell Raines me? Well, forget it. Suck it up and get to work. Otherwise, there's the door.
There is no consistent male and female differences in problem-solving ability, analytical skills, competitive drive, motivation, social ability, or learning ability. Psychological studies have found women are more agreeable and willing to conform to authority, whereas men are more aggressive and more likely to have expectations of success. But the differences are minor. Women who succeed in traditional male domains are perceived as less likable, more hostile, and less desirable as supervisors. Working mothers are more likely to prefer part-time work, flexible work schedules, and telecommuting in order to accommodate their family responsibilities. The role of women have definitely changed over the past generation. Men are increasingly sharing the responsibility for childcare, and an increasing number also report feeling conflicted between their home responsibilities and their work lives.
Oh, hello, Mr. Zellner. We are all ready for our presentation this afternoon.
Good, because it's in 10 minutes.
What? I can't do that. I have the baby, and Ross is not going to pick her up for another hour.
Well, then Gavin can give the presentation, okay? We have to do it now. Ralph needs to leave early today. He's going helicopter shopping. But I love that man. I'd follow him into hell. Microphones.
Thank you for watching our presentation. We hope you learned something about the differences between men and women leadership styles.
And now, let's move on to the interactive portion of our presentation. Thanks for watching.